Hey everyone, I thought I'd make another video and show you what I'm doing with a project that I came up with. I've seen some of these in like Michael's, Joann's. They are these large letters that you can buy, and they also have them in smaller letters, and then they also have them in just the small paper letters. But what I'm going to be doing today is the large ones. I'm trying to make a sign for my husband's business, and this is what I've done so far. And I've used scrapbook paper, and the scrapbook paper that I use is, of course, you pick the scrapbook paper that you like, the theme. I tried to pick papers that kind of coordinated together. So this is the size that I used. It was a 12 by 12. Depending on the size of your letters, kind of watch. The piece wasn't large enough because of this letter shape, and I had to seam it. You can see a small seam right there, but it's really not that bad because of this wood grain look. Now you also notice there's some kind of discoloring there. I used the Distress ink little mini squares to kind of make it a little more rougher looking. I wanted more of a rustic feel to it. Here is the A. With this one, I wanted something a little different. All I did was take the large scrapbook paper and I tore it up into pieces, and I used Mod Podge, the gloss water-based sealer, and I just brushed it on with just a regular old paintbrush. I watered it down just a little bit because I noticed, I don't know if it's the heat outside, it was really drying before I could even hardly get it on. So I watered it down just a tiny bit. So that you'll have to play with depending on what region you live. So this is what this one ended up. Now, I went over it with some more Distress ink after I had done a few coats on it. It kind of has a shine to it. So if you don't like that shine, you can get the matte finish and the Mod Podge. They have different types of choices. And it gave it more of that rustic, old, torn look that I was going for. What I might suggest that I'm learning, before you add more coats with the Mod Podge, I would recommend trying to do the Distress inks or whatever ink that you want to make it look rustic, whether it's paint or whatever, over it first, so it can be more antique looking if you want it more old looking. This one I had to kind of seam together a little bit. It's miscolored a little bit because what I noticed with the Mod Podge, if you get it on your fingers and you have ink, it didn't play well. But I think it still turned out pretty good. It has that kind of cream look to it with the shimmery gold, so I think it turned out pretty well. Now I do have some brush strokes in it, as you can see, and that really don't bother me. It's going to be hanging on a wall, so you're really not going to see it too much. But you know, a foam brush, just a plain Jane foam brush, could probably alleviate those brush strokes. So let me get this out of the way real quick. Okay. So, whoop, gotta take this away. Oh, another thing I wanted to show you. I found this at our local craft store, and it's glitter paper with a adhesive backing on it, and I thought this was really pretty. And I thought that would look really good too as an idea. So you can sketch it out with a pencil. I recommend a pencil because then you can erase your lines. I tried to do it on the back side, you know, flip it over on the pattern side you want and do it that way. For some reason, maybe it was just me, I didn't seem to cut it as well as doing it from the front. So I used a pencil, and then I can just erase my lines from the front and just do it real light. As you can see here, I have some pencil lines right there. Just simple erase and be done with it. So just depending on what brush that you like to use, I found that this one worked well. It's smaller, it kind of fits really easy in there so I can gob it up, whereas this one, I mean, I can get it on there faster, but it was pouring out the seams because, I mean, over the sides. I wanted to leave the sides kind of open. I haven't decided if I wanted to paint the sides or just kind of make it look antique-y. I haven't decided that yet. But to show you this process, what I have found that worked best is doing a little section at a time. Should have had my Mod Podge open already. And you can put it into a container, but I found that it just didn't stay. It dried too quick on me. So just carefully dunk in the best that I can. Try to see how this lays. Make sure I cut okay. And you can see you kind of got to be a little gentle with it here on lining it up. So got it lined up okay. I'm pretty happy with that. So I'm going to start in one section. I kind of hold it and I think I'll start back here and work my way. And you can be as sloppy with this if you want. I mean, you can clean it up. It's Mod Podge. It's just glue. And when I get so far with this step, I notice on the chipboard or whatever boarding this is, it dries faster. But I noticed too that if I put a small coat on the paper, get my fingers out of the way here. It sticks a little better. So get that lined up. And if you get a little paint on the front, no big deal. Just kind of wipe it away with your fingers because you're going to want to do a coat of the Mod since this is paper to protect it a little bit. And you see, you kind of smooth it out a little bit. And turn it to how it will work for you. Yeah, you're not going to be able to reach. My daughter's trying to reach for her drink and still be able to handle the camera. I don't see how well that's going to work.
I can't.
Yeah, she can't. Okay, camera girl, you got to hold on in just a second here. Work my way up a little more here. And be patient with this step. You know, because you want to make sure you get those air bubbles out. And if some of the glue comes out the sides, it's okay. Just wipe it away. Have a baby wipe. And our doggy barking at the neighbors. Thank you, Maggie, for chiming in. Maggie, gotta love ya. Oh, we got too much glue there. Maggie, hush. Okay, camera girl.
Daddy. She feels chatty today.
I guess so. Okay. Go up, smoothing it along the way. Doggies, gotta love them. Okay.
She's your fourth child anyway.
I guess so.
You're stuck with her.
Noisy fourth child. Okay, smooth this. I know this is kind of... I don't have one of those fancy cameras that speed through it for everybody. I'm sorry. I don't have that fancy music either. I'm still kind of learning how to film. But I do love to craft. And I love my kids crafting with me. I think it's a fun project. Parents, teach your kids how to craft. Keeps them off the internet, off the TV, off gaming systems. And it gives you some good quality time. It's something that they can later use in life, being creative. And I think that's important. My mother taught me how to do different crafts, and it was something that I really cherish, that time with her. So that was very important for me to share that with my kids. I try to do all kinds of crafts with you, don't I?
Yes, I love them.
So she's become quite good and quite the talent.
Oh, Mom, you're bragging.
Yes, I am bragging. I'm mighty proud of you here. She has her own little polymer clay channel. Mango.
Tropical mango
Yeah,
charms.
oh, sorry. Tropical mango charms. My bad. Wow. Guess I'm getting old. I can't remember. Okay.
I still love you.
Oh, thank you. And you can see, you know, it's, make sure you keep everything lined up. I think I got off kilter just a tad here. Make sure that's still, yep, we're still good. Take your time with this. Don't rush it. I'm kind of rushing through myself, so easy with the glue there.
You say you don't have any of the fancy music I can sing, but it might not sound very good.
Yeah, Maggie's
Nails on a
kind of.
chalkboard.
Yeah, no, that's not our talent is singing. Maybe we should have Shelby sing for us sometime.
Maybe.
Okay, there we go. Smooth it out. Be patient with it. This is a little bit of a thicker craft paper, scrapbooking paper. That does make a difference. The thinner, I noticed, will tear a lot easier, and you really got to be more patient with that and take more of its time. See, I got an air bubble that's trying to pop up right there. That's okay. Just smooth it out with your fingers. And I'll just put that to the side a minute. Push this out. Nice and pretty. Clean my workspace up. Always keep baby wipes on hand. They are a lifesaver. And always try to keep your products sealed up as well. I'm a stickler for that. And I'll just, until I can get water, I'll just wipe that off with a baby wipe. Now, one thing that I do like to do, I can get to it here. Sorry. Okay, kind of impromptu here. I love distress inks. These are a nice size, the regular size, but I really enjoy the tiny distress inks, so I can have more of a variety. My oldest daughter just got home and she's really loud. Anyway, I have, you can see, a variety of colors. Now I kind of have pink and this other one that I wanted to kind of pick up on. So I'm going to go through here, and I'm not for sure how this is gonna work, if I'm gonna like it very well. You could put it on with the sponge. I love the little daubers the best. You can really put those on your finger and really get into those areas. So I don't think I have one on this. I might just try it directly and see just in a few areas and smooth it out. Oh, I like that. That's pretty good to give it a little more pink. Smooth, make it look rustic. I like that. I'm happy with that. Don't be afraid to use your fingers, people. God gave them to us for a reason. Have fun with it. Kind of go up the sides. I don't know if my husband will like the pink so much, but oh well, that's okay. Kind of rustic. Just kind of mishap every so often. No rhyme or reason to it. I like that real well. Now, it also had some greens in it, and it does have some green and blue in the paper. So let's try peacock feathers. It's more of a subtle green, and I think I'll just dab a little on my finger to see how. I'm not a big fan of that. Peacock feathers was not the choice that I cared for. That's okay. Don't be afraid. That's how you learn. You can kind of, since this is thicker, okay, that'll just kind of look rustic there. That's okay. Don't be afraid of it. How I'm going to attach them together, that will be hidden, so that's no big deal. Let's see what other greens I got here. Oh, here we go. Shabby shutters. That should be a little more. There we go. That's more of what I'm wanting. There we go. Better. Much better.
Yeah, we're cooking up on that one.
Now we're cooking. Good. I'm happy with that. Yes, much better. And just kind of guide it with your fingers. Oh yeah, I'm really happy with that. It's fun experimenting. Kind of went different than I anticipated when I first thought of this project, but that's the fun. You just know what to do next time and what not to do. And also another thing I do is I just kind of dab along the sides to make it look older. You can do this with your ink pad, or you can do it with one of these tools. Just kind of get in there the best that you can. Go around, spend more time with it if you want. I'm okay with this kind of haphazard. And if you have wood in there, this is a great way to hide that wood a little bit, where you may cut the paper a little too short. I'm okay with that, because to me that just adds to the appeal of the rusticness, and I love that. And I think that that's great. Let's see here. Do I want to add anything else, or is that a good stopping point? I might try to blend that out a little more to hide that imperfection. That's a little, I got maybe a little too much water there. That's okay. That's the fun of mess ups. I can hide that. I can add a jewel, a rhinestone, something rustic there. You can always hide little mistakes. So hopefully you guys like this video, and if you have any questions or maybe even suggestions, I'm happy for that. If you have any suggestions on making this project better, I'm definitely open for that as well. I like other crafters' opinions on this, so I want to say thanks to everybody who watched it, and happy crafting. Bye.